Welcome everyone to the studio. With you, Francis Lapo, the moderator of today's debate. And as you can see, with me in the studio are the dignified people. We have Maulana Mayen, Daniel Mayen here, and we have the environmentalist Gloria Chai. And then here at my left-hand side is journalist Anthony Yon. And our motion of today is about the impact of fossil fuel to the life or to the health of South Sudanese. And let me just go to direct to the journalist. And journalist Anthony Yon, could you please give us what you know about this, the impact of the fossil fuel in the health of South Sudanese?
Thank you so much, Mr. Francis, the members of the panel, my colleagues who took their time to be part of this interview, the viewers, wherever you are in, thank you so much for joining so that you will be updated with the current phase or the situation that is facing our country. And in particular, distinguished guests, I believe as a journalist, we have a role in the country to play. And each individual who have a certain profession has right to do a research and come up with accurate information that will help people of South Sudan. As a journalist, I did a number of research regarding the fossil fuel in South Sudan. And for today, I can assure you that I am here to tell our people in South Sudan and the region of Africa that the fossil fuel is helping many countries, including South Sudan. And I believe the operationalization of the government of South Sudan depends on oil. And if there was not oil, South Sudan would be one of the poorest countries in Africa. So I'm here to support the motion saying fossil fuel is contributing to the development of South Sudan. And I'll give you the reason why I'm saying so. Thank you so much for having me, and I'll be glad to share the experience I had or I have in the field of journalism about the fossil fuel and other minerals in the Republic of South Sudan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me just give this mic to the environmentalist Gloria. Gloria, you're welcome. Please, could you just give us something small about the impact of fossil fuel in South Sudan or to the health of South Sudanese?
Thank you very much. Once again, moderator, I'm Gloria Chai, to the viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Well, fossil fuels, in particular, has caused more harm in South Sudan and generally in Africa. Why I say it has caused harm, it is because of the following reason. One of the major reasons is air pollution. You can see around this air pollution. Once the air is polluted, there are harmful products, harmful substances that are released on the air, such as nitrogen oxide, mercury in the air, and so on. And you know, when these things are released out, automatically the air is polluted. We won't be able to breathe well. The respiratory system of human beings is already affected. The crops are already damaged. The soil itself will change. This is one of the reasons why we don't have fertile crops, fertile soil. This is one of the reasons as due to air pollution. For now, I will have to stop here. Thank you.
Good. You really have some points here, environmentalist. But you said something about look around you, you see so many cars. And so you mean, okay, the government of South Sudan should stop the imports of cars?
Well, should not stop the import of cars, because when I talk of this, at least it should reduce. For instance, one person can have more than 5 or 6 cars. What is the need? Already, our oil is going, and it will increase the demand of oil, or let's say of petrol, which is already affecting the country. But if you have one car as an individual, the demand of the oil in the country, or the petroleum, will not be equivalent to someone that is owning 6 per each. So I'm just saying it should be reduced.
Okay, so I think I got your point now. Okay, this is really so interesting, and I'm just getting into the discussion so much. And let me just give this chance to Maulana. Maulana Mayen, please, you can just give us a view about, if you want to say something about what your colleague Gloria said, or you have your own points, you can just drop it. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. Once again, my name is Maulana Mayen. As I said before, the environmentalists and lawyer, we are a bit similar, but we are different.
Yeah, I know.
They always talking about the life of human beings. We also defend the life of human beings. Something that can damage the life of human beings, we cannot like. We, the lawyers, we issue some articles and even some law that can guide the human beings based on the environment. Like we want everyone to have a good life. We want everyone to protect him or herself in the same environment. When we get something that can cause the human life, we cannot accept that one or allow it. We can immediately ban that one now. Like for instance, we were like air pollution and even fission fuel, and something that can cause smokes like car wheel spoil, and then the burning of circles, and then the generators that can cause, that can bring the smokes. And that smoke immediately is the one also causing the environmental or environment change or climate change. And with like even gas, all these things we don't allow them because they are not good to do with human life. Yeah. Like in article 7.6 sub 7, it said that the landmarks agreement built upon the new global warming according to article 7.2.6, and also to ensure the access to reliable.
This is globally, right?
Yeah, globally, yes. Access to reliable and sustainable on modern energy. So when we want modern energy to be developed. Also, and in some facts, like the agreement that we get in 2015 in Paris, it adapted that all the frameworks according to international law should be implemented. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Maulana, I really love your point, but I just want to ask you, because you're now comparing South Sudan as the youngest country in the world with Paris.
Yeah.
But do you know that the Paris are the developed countries? Like, they are gone in terms of development and everything. So you want to compare us, South Sudanese, with them. Okay, you're talking about the spoiled cars. What articles or what rules did you give for cars that are spoiled but still moving within the city?
Yeah, thank you. South Sudan is a part of the world. And Paris was a certain place that the agreement, the whole of the world were under in Paris to do the agreement. But it's not supposed to be South Sudan only to be compared with Paris. South Sudan is a part of the world. I'm talking about the climate change in the world, not only South Sudan. Second to that, based on the car that will spoil and they are running on the roadside and so on to generate the smokes. We want that, and that is why I tell you before, Article 2.6 said that any car or generators that is not good with human life or that can cause smokes, immediately we can ban that one thing down.
But you can see, you can see in the city, that there are a lot of cars that are spoiled.
Yeah.
It's still moving, but there is no action from you, because I can see, okay, lawyers are moving together with the government.
Yes, actually.
You come up with the rules and the government implement, right?
Yes,
so I cannot see any action from you, the lawyers, or the government. So what do you think the South Sudanese will take? Because it is the life of the citizen out there that is at risk.
Yes.
So what are the measures that you're going to take further? Because nothing is being done yet.
Yeah, what we do, we already issue out the rule. And if A or C is going to fail, not to implement that rule, we can detain that person or that car not to move on.
Okay.
Yeah, and if we will find that moving around with that broke car, that is the violation of the Article 2, Chapter 3, 1.6. And immediately can affect you and can cause you to be arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, and also we are cooperating with the government. Yeah, we are working day and night to implement that thing. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Maulana. Indeed, you are a Maulana, indeed.
Yeah,
let me just go back to my panel here, the journalist Anthony Yod. You said earlier that you have some reasons. So could you please give us that reason that you said you will explain more about?
Yeah, thank you once again. I believe our people, the South Sudanese, need actually to understand.
Yeah.
What is this fossil fuel we are talking about?
Yeah, sure.
For them to know, from there, we'll move step by step. And in the first place, our people should know, this fossil fuel is a remain of either a human being or a plant. What does it mean? If a human being died, it will cause this. If a plant dry up, it will cause this. And this is why in some part of Africa, some countries are considered to be oil producing countries. An example of South Sudan and Nigeria, an example in Africa. And if we say South Sudan had not oil, the fossil fuel we are talking about, currently I may approximate like we are 13 years old, 15 years old. If we had no fuel, where would South Sudan be? Globally, regionally, in terms of economic situation. Because of the fuel we have, the remain of our freedom fighters, the animals we had, the plants, is why we have what my colleagues are terming to be what is spoiling the country. But I believe this one thing our people should know, that chemicals significant which are vital elements are the fundamental promoters of any economy in the country. Or organic building blocks. These are essential things like carbon, hydrates, lipid, proteins, nucleus, acid, or fossils are also formed from a remain, as I told you, and this remains, they are the one making South Sudan to become a country as we speak. What is there is only that our people don't abide to the laws and orders produced by the government of South Sudan or the lawmakers of the country.
Can you just give us like an example of the law that you're saying South Sudanese are not abiding by?
Yes, as the Mullah was talking, that there are cars on the road and they have issued an order that these cars should not move any longer and they are still operating. Whereby we have some part of the country where we don't have people there. Where on earth do you stop the little that facilitate the citizen of that country and come up with something that will not make people to move forward? If I may ask a question to my opponents, that now you are stopping the old people in the town. what are the new mobility have you come up as the law body?
What are the new mobility?
What are the new mobility that we are going to use? We are going to introduce
Really?
the solar system, yes.
Is this right?
The very powerful one
Okay.
that you can use
Wow. I'm just
to give you the power, and even you can charge your car, and even you can do all your work that relation to need that need the powers.
So what is going to be use of the oil? Okay. In 2030, like, are we not going to use the oil again?
Yeah, we are not going to use the oil.
Wow.
Yes.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you get the point of the journalist. Yeah. Second to that, we the lawyer, we are not supposed to issue the law and then we implement it again. We issue the law and it is you who are going to implement it.
Me or the journalist?
The citizens.
The citizens.
All the citizens, yes.
Alright.
Because it's up to the journalist, and yet the voice of the citizens.
Yes,
and
sure.
the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But when we issue the law and we are going to violate that rule, how will you blame us? When we arrest someone, the people will turn up, the world will turn up, the lawyers need to against the citizen. But we need it by one. To implement what we are doing.
I think you can now take the mic.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, this discussion is, we are learning a lot. And for us to learn a lot, it's good at some point to teach somebody who is not aware of the things that are happening in the institution. Yes, when you look into this country, there are 3 pillars of the government. And these 3 pillars of the government, it has executive, with the president is involved.
Judiciary.
We have judiciary
And legislature.
and we have legislatures. Mr. Mayan fall in one of the categories. And if I may give an order in my house, an example, or in this institution you're working in, if there is a policies for the institution, definitely these policies, everybody should comply with the policies. Otherwise, one should break the law, he or she can be held accountable. And the things which are happening here in the country, yes, the law are there. But because I term it to be economic situations, the laws lost a direction, whereby the government to come up with electronic vehicle. Where are we going to get the money from? If I may ask. Some of the governors in the state, they have no mobility. Some of the administrators, they don't have mobility. And here, a full lawyer working in an independent law firm want to lie to the citizen.
Wow.
It cannot work.
Yeah.
In the first place, what any independent country does is to work on basic need of any citizen.
Exactly, sure.
And this basic need of the citizens includes hospital, roads, schools, and other things. But we have them in South Sudan. Where are you people going to use the term of road?
That's why I asked him, like, are we going to stop the use of oil?
So we need to talk logically, telling our people, giving them an awareness of what is needed. I thought Mr. Lawyer was going to tell our people, please, if you have a car which has broken down, make sure you fix your car so that it can operate in a very conducive environment. So mention about the document signed in the UN forum.
Wait,
Mention something about the UN forum.
in the case of deforestation, especially let me talk specifically for the Equatorial region. You know, citizens are very many in the forest there. They are cutting trees without, there are no laws that guide them. Some are cutting it for charcoals, like that. I think you can see it even in city here. Some of the citizens are cutting it. Let me give this chance to environmentalist to at least say some points if she has. Then I will come back to you, Molana. You're welcome.
Mr. Journalist Anthony, I want to clarify something to you.
You're welcome.
When I said this oil production process involves the process of deforestation, and you say that the oil, the countries, or let's say the countries that have oil in South Sudan, is only one.
The region.
The region that is having oil in South Sudan is only one. And this one region cannot affect the whole country. And let me tell you something. This region we are talking about is having the people of South Sudan. The Upper Nile, part of South Sudan. And there is no way that you will simply cut down all the trees because you know it is not affecting the whole country.
Because everything.
What about the people in that region? Are they not human beings? That is one. Two, when you talk about that, the deforestation, and you know how relief rainfall, the process of relief rainfall. For us to receive that type of rainfall, because that is the most common type of rainfall in places like Uganda, let's say that, it has to involve trees. We already have the water sources. So if we have the water sources like the River Nile and we have trees around, do you think the water from River Nile will not evaporate? And then with the process of the trees in the region, in the country, will not have enough rainfall? That is one. Cutting down that trees is already causing soil erosion. One thing I would like to tell you is that as a journalist, you are the voice of the people.
Exactly.
You don't need to lie to the society or to the country at large.
I know it's getting hot. I know it's getting hot.
Telling us that fossil fuel, having the oil, does not affect the country. My friend, it affects a lot. We have so many reasons that we are, so many challenges that we are facing, so many harmful effects. He has told you, I have told you. You just know it is the truth, but you don't want to accept the fact. So please, use your voice as a journalist and change this country, not misleading the country.
Molana,
Yes.
I think you've been silent for a while. I think the mic is now yours. You can now give us some points or answer some questions that you were asked.
One of the great times that I'm the lawyer, the one who will lead the nation.
Because very good. Before you continue, because I've been hearing someone out there that citizens are saying lawyers are liars.
Yes.
I think you can clarify that.
Yeah, that is why I say now, when you lead the nation, as they say, and you also tell us that you are a liar. That one is totally wrong. And that one is a violation and abuse of career. What I want to tell you is, as a lawyer, according to international law, we said that all the work, which is the South Sudan Longo, is focusing to shut down the oil. Because oil has always a lot of things that cause human life, that bring the climate change and whatever all these things. And the world will manage to produce electronics vehicles or electronic machines. When you get that vehicle and you don't have a road network, it is you who will choose whether you go on foot it or you will put that your car inside your house or you will have the road, but not the roads. Otherwise, you can go to those who are responsible with the transport. But for us, we are the lawyer. We just need to issue out the law.
I'm enjoying this conversation. And Well, let us say, like, if you don't have food, you either put your car in the house or you leave it or you park it down, right?
Yeah.
I just relate this word with what our Minister of Information said, Michael Mokwe said, if you're tired of using phone or if you think like
You're overcharged.
you just
Refrain
from using phone. I love this. I think this word is only for lawyers, yeah? He's a lawyer too, right?
Yeah.
I think you can continue.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Let her talk.
Okay.
back to Mr. Journalist Anthony Yod. You also say this oil, the fossil fuel, is not having any bad impact on the citizens or in the country. I want to tell you something. Do you know the number of abnormal children that are born in our life speak today? This is because of the oil. Do you know how many times women are having miscarriages in Upper Nile, particularly, let's say to be specific, even just in Holland, let's say to be precise.
Yeah.
Do you know how many miscarriages, abnormal children that are being born?
Let's be more concise or brief.
Because of the oil?
Because of time, guys, I really enjoy this. But let me just give you like 1 point, and then we call it a day with our discussion. Okay? Thank you so much for sure. I really enjoyed the conversation, and you guys have contributed a lot. I know it is not only us in the studio, but out there people are really learning from it. Let me just start with journalists. As I say, I'm going to give you like 1 point without further argument, so that we call it a day. Journalists, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, and I want to apologize to the viewers there, because I will not respond to some questions, though they are not true, but I had to respond to them because due to the time, I would say I'll respond to those questions next time. But the truth of the matter is, most of the richest people in the world, or countries in the world, depend on oil. What our people need, and I will advise the environmentalist, the lawyer, to go and come up with proposals that should be tabled on the assembly, and for the laws to be made and how people should use. Not just use them anyhow, but there must be a way that they should be used to protect. Even in your own house, if you are cooking and you are a careless woman, you will end up burning the house.
Yeah.
But you should know how to handle your thing in the house. And to you viewers, it's important to also know that you have a role. In any developing country, there must be a role of citizens. Yes, journalists are there to fix information, get information disseminated to the public. But when you go beyond getting information and disseminated, it will also come a time to talk of the matters that you found out. Yes, I'm not here to mislead our people. I'm here to tell you that with all this, it's only what we have is mismanagement. But with oil, I don't think the economy of the country can progress. So I want to thank Mr. Francis and the entire team working for this media house of having us today and discuss our thought on the fossil fuel that is claimed by other people to be affecting the people of South Sudan. But to me, I believe without that fuel, without that fossil fuel, we would have not been here today. But let us imagine us ourselves with that electronic vehicle. Where will the source of the entrepreneurs come from to purchase those electronic vehicles which are witches for our lawyers and other units in the country to be brought for the citizens of South Sudan to use them. Thank you so much for tuning in to us, and I believe next time we will meet again.
Yeah. I think I'll just go to Maulana Daniel Mayen. Let me just give you this. At least you give us some point on according to your field, and just something, few words to the South Sudanese there and to us in the studio.
Thank you very much, moderator, and all the team in the studio, from my colleagues, environmentalists, with the chair, Gloria, and journalist, Lö-juan Anthony. It is a very, very, very good interaction, by the way, to track our minds and also to brainstorm our minds. Each and every one have to focus on his or her field. We went to help our community. It is our collaborative work.
Sure.
Yeah, to do some part, and then the lawyers like me and other colleagues will do some part to guide the community and to direct them the way to do and to give them the rule that will follow so that each and every one can live in a very good life. And also to the father of the environmentalists, they will also direct us, including me. If I don't know anything about environment, I should have to seek appointment to her to go and educate me. Yes. And when she also is lacking the rule that protecting the environment based on the law, either national law or local one or customary law, just to teach her, to educate her well how is going also to fund this rule or this law or environmental law that can guide the community and the South Sudanese and the whole and the world. And he will say for me. Yeah, and I don't know that today he's telling me that I'm right. And then tomorrow maybe he will come and apply to me and even want me to go and find him. Yeah. But I will take it as well because they don't know what he's doing. That is.
This is what Jesus said at the cross. Lord, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing.
I will forgive him, including the other journalists. Thank you very much. My name once again, Maulana Daniel Mayen.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Environmentalist.
Yeah.
They say like 25%. I'm sorry for calling you the last.
It's 35%.
It is 35 now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I'm sorry for calling you the last. But the stage is yours because we know women are the mothers.
My advice to the viewers, to the journalists, and to the people outside there is that if we cannot completely abolish the use of oil or the production of oil in this country, at least it should be minimized. And therefore, when it is minimized, we will what? We will have solved some problems such as soil pollution, air pollution, water pollution,
And drought, even
flooding and drought and all that. Therefore, what I would emphasize on are the lawyers to set strict rules, or let's say the government, to set strict rules on how to use the fossil fuels of South Sudan, particularly crude oil. Very harmful because people are going to continue to produce more and more, which is affecting the country.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that will be all for now. Hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm a child.
Okay. Let me just start by saying, like, journalist Anthony Yol, thank you so much, and Maulana Daniel Mayen, Anyar, Thank you so much. And the environmentalist, Gloria Chai. Thank you so much for being with me in the studio. And also, thank you to the viewers. You have taken your time to go with us. And I hope you learned something from this debate. And thank you. Hope to see you next time and the same time. Thank you so much. Thank you, journalist. Thank you.
Thank you.
Molana, you're not a liar.